Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise our Mother Kundalini and put bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
The song is written by a relation of ours. He was a convert to Christianity but a realized soul, and he could never cope with the system of conversion and also the way the Hindus were treated among themselves with the caste system and all that. And he's written very good, some of the very good hymns, I should say. This is one of the hymns. The song is something I really always used to sing in my childhood very much. And the theme of the song is like this. The one who has got God or the one who has owned the God, why should he have any fear? The one who moves about, or the one who goes about, I don't know what is the English word for extensive traveling, the one who moves about extensively for the sake of God and for doing good to others. But he does not belong to this world. Such a person has no fear. He stands above. The language, Marathi language, you see, is a very, very intense language, I should say, and it touches many corners when you say one word to it. Like this one is Adi Vyadhi Maranavarati Paya Sha Purushacha. It means a person of this caliber is standing above. His foot is above the sickness, the mental problems, and the death itself. But when you say that such a person has the foot on top of this, means also, his meaning is that with the effect of its foot, it can get over it. It's a double language, you see. Like such a person has its foot on top of all these three things, is the sickness, the mental problems, and the death. The foot is on top of that. It means that such a person is above this. Plus, if you have somebody of this caliber and the foot touches the sick or the mentally disturbed people or the dead, such a person can raise them higher, can take them out of it. It has a double meaning. So, the whole theme works out this way, that a person who belongs to God, who owns the God, should not have fear, should not get frustrated. I needed it very much today. Because one side, of course, is the joy of seeing so many Sahajogis, real Sahajogis, not artificial disciples or dramatists, but real Sahajogis of very high caliber. And some of the people who stand on the periphery have been on periphery for such a long time. That's sometimes it's dangerous for me to see they will be destroyed. At this time you need a song like this. And in childhood, whenever I felt really desperate, I used to sing this song. It's a very touching song. Alright? But word by word I could not, I'm not in a sort of a proper mood, I think. So it's touched me very much. This is Uttam Pranya. I wanted it very much today. So this morning I was telling you about this new awareness, prajna. Nya means the knowledge and pra means the awakened knowledge, which comes out of meditation, sustenance of meditation, and then the samadhi is the effect of that. It's a kind of a fruit ripening. When this ripens, then you get the taste, the sweetness of character. And then you start seeing around how the nature, the divine, is sweetly playing with you. This state must be achieved. For every Sahaja-yogi, it is important that they must achieve this state. Because unless and until you have minimum achieved this stage, you will be still in a dangerous zone, which, as I told you, upsets me very much. So why everybody must decide to reach a state where you every day see the blessings of God manifesting. That means you have entered into the kingdom of God. This is the kingdom of God, in which we are looked after, protected, guided, and properly taken to the place of heavenly bliss. Through material manifestation, through mental manifestation, through financial manifestation, through relationship manifestation, through so many things. And also the natural manifestation by which you see the sun, the moon, the stars, the heavens, and all the 5 elements help you. This state all of you must achieve. All of you, again the word is all of you should achieve. And then only the higher ascent works out. Now, how to achieve this state? This is a common question. Now, the first thing, as I told you today, that you are extremely fortunate people compared to all the seekers of the world who have been, who will be, and who are. Because so many things are which were used by seekers to overcome, you don't have to overcome. For example, they used to meditate, say, on some name of God. And the attention would go on, say, repeating the name of praying to that God or thinking about that God and all that. But the whole thing would be mechanical. And always they would jump into some sort of a low type of a siddhi, so-called, means they get possessed. Those people who start taking the name, say, of Rama, you have seen so many of them. They start jumping and they start behaving in a funny manner. So the attention, instead of becoming concentrated, would become extremely disturbed, very disturbed. And a funny attention, wobbly type. And when they became wobbly, and a kind of a left-sidedness came into them, They would go on enjoying it, just like a drunkard enjoys. Then such people would weep, cry, enjoy their crying, trouble others by their crying, and they would not have power to overcome that. So much they would be possessed. Then another kind who, let's say, ambitious people, like we have many scientists and this kind of people, ambitious people, they would get auto-hypnotized, thinking no end of themselves, behaving in the most stupid manner. And also they would get possessed. And you can see people like Hitler and all sorts. So many of these people today who are ruling the world, supposed to be in democracy or say communism or anyway, most of them are actually the despots. And that's why the chaos today. And a theme like nationalistic spirit or something like that, they would develop and try to take the advantage of people's right-sidedness and involve them into wars and all sorts of destructive things. This kind of attention is possible for people who think they are very great, say Hindus, Christians, mostly they are warring people. Muslims, nowadays the Muslims are all warring, imagine, among themselves. That's the best part of it. And the Christians are all warring among themselves. And the Hindus are all warring among themselves. Like there are only two nations where there is Hindu majority, so-called. One is Nepal and one is India. And all the time they are quarreling. There's not one day passes without hearing some news of some sort of a quarrel. Because Hindus won't use the swords, but a very cold-blooded quarrel is on. So this is the situation. In the name of God, again I say, because they started on a very different level and their attention goes left or right and they develop those cities. So what have we to do? First of all, by God's grace, as I told you, you all are realized people, so your ascent is made in the center, which is a very, very difficult thing. Absolutely difficult, no doubt. But you should learn to keep in the center. But how to keep the attention in the center is the problem for many people who are still not above themselves. Now when you meditate, try to meditate in a sustained way. First of all, sustain it. Then you find that you are getting into the state of samadhi, means at a state where you start feeling the joy and the bliss of God's blessings. And then you start saying, oh God, what a blessing, what a blessing, and what a blessing. Once you have reached that state, then you have to realize, who am I? Who are you? What are you? You are the Spirit. After establishing your sustained attention on the Spirit, you will develop a state where you will be in a complete state of witnessing with joy. Now those, say, who are here can judge themselves very simply in a way. Those who tried to have the best rooms. They must have booked 10 days ahead of time, they must have done this, that to get a good room. Those who want to have the best food or the best time, try to have position in the mind. Face yourself honestly. Sahaja Yoga is an honest endeavor. The best privacy for themselves. You all should face yourself. Then the husband wife, they want the privacy to themselves. This is not the time for husband wife to be together. Or for you to talk loudly and move about and have fun. No, this is meditative time you have come. It's very short time according to me, because people spend thousands of days to establish their meditative mood. But in this speedy life, you have to have intensity to establish. So get into meditative mode. Some people feel that they have come for a proper holiday making and there's no sea here, so how will they have a swim sort of temperament. Those who are not so badly off would be asking for more comfort. I couldn't get food, I should have this, the best to be given to my child or to my husband or to my wife, mine. It doesn't matter, for one day, a night, you sleep, boys together and ladies together. If there are children, all right. But there's no need for husband and wife to sleep together in this time when you are meditating or in one room at all. You have come for a very special purpose here. You are paid for it. So be meditative. What I find, everybody was talking loudly. I didn't find them in that meditative mood. Everybody was thinking they're enjoying. Yeah, very much nice, good. You see. All these ideas are old ideas. The silence must be established within and without. I must say for this, of course, Indians they know all that, so I would not say India's qualities, but Australia, I stayed there in all these ashrams. At Sydney, we had 50 to 60 people living there every day. I never heard a voice or even the movement of the foot till I was there, when I was there. And I was not there for a day or so. I was there for about 10-15 days. Not even the movement and the children crying, nothing. I never heard a sound. This was one of the ways you can control your attention. That in my presence, what do you speak? What do you say? You must know the protocol part of it. Whom are you talking? You can't make fun. You can't joke. I can joke. You can sometimes smile, all right, or laugh sometimes. But it has to be done with a weight. Whom are you talking to? The reason is I'm talking to you all this because it's only all this report, all this behavior is going to help you. I'm not going to be helped. I'm not going to be saved. I'm not going to get my realization. It is you who have to gain something out of me.
Mahamantras. Thank you, Shrimataji, for this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. We will continue with our morning meditation tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.